Talking about narration, I think if you remember, we have discussed narration in our previous class also, right? You already know the rules, basic rules of narration, but still we'll just go through the rules again. Yes, Prabal. And today we are going to discuss narration means particularly interrogative sentences. Okay, today we are going to discuss interrogative sentences, the questions. Okay. Last year also, I think we have discussed interrogative sentences. So let's have a quick look on the rules. What are the rules? So direct and indirect speech. This is direct speech is saying exactly what someone has said, right? Whenever we write those exact words of the speaker, that is always in direct speech, means exactly what the speaker has said, including the pronouns without changing the pronouns or tense. Okay. So whenever we write the exact words, what we do, we write in quotation marks. Okay. The quotation marks show that the speech, whatever the sentence is said by the speaker directly. Example, Ria said to me, quotation marks, I am a teacher, right? So here, yes, Akshima. So now what is the thing here, that these are exact words of the speaker, and who is the speaker? Ria. Okay, so this is direct speech. Next comes Ria speaker. I think you know this. Said. This is important. Said. This word. This is called reporting verb. Okay, this is called reporting verb, and everything depends on this reporting verb, whether you need to change the direct the speech, the exact words of the speaker or not. Okay, so reporting verb, everything is dependent on reporting verb, and according to this we make changes here. Me, I'm just talking about this first part. Me is the object of this. See, Ria, subject, verb and object. Okay, so pronouns are changed according to subject and object. Pronouns are changed according to subject and object. Got it? So means according to this part, the words in quotation marks are changed. Okay, reported verb, you can say, we change accordingly. Now just see indirect speech. Indirect speech, it is also called reported speech. And then, just a second. Okay, so indirect speech is also called reported speech. And then few rules are there. First rule is don't use quotation marks to enclose what the person said. Now, in reported speech means while we change direct speech into indirect speech, first thing is to remove quotation marks and commas. Okay, first thing is to remove quotation marks and commas. Then tense usually changes. Now tense usually changes means it depends. Okay, change of tense depends on this thing, on verb. Okay, it is totally dependent on this reporting verb. If this reporting verb is in present or future tense, then we are not supposed to change the tense. Okay, we will change the pronoun, but we will not change the tense here. But in case this is in past tense, and that is in most of the cases. So if this reporting verb is in past tense, then we will change the tense of this part. Okay, if it is in present tense or future tense, no need to change. If it is in past tense, then the changes will take place. So as in this sentence, it was in past tense. Ria told me that she was a teacher. Okay, Ria told me that she was a teacher. We have changed this. Now these are the rules. change in pronouns. What are the change in pronouns? If you remember this rule, SON 1 2 3. Can anyone explain this rule? SON 1 2 3. Otherwise, I have already shown you subject, first person, object, second person, no change, third person. What does this mean? Anyone? Be quick. What does this mean? What is the change? How to change? Do you understand this table or not? Be quick, bache. Okay. Yes, yes, Jevan. First person will change according to subject. Okay. First person according to subject. Correct. Correct, Anmol. Correct, Prabal. What about others? Be quick, bache. There are so many students in the class. Only 2 students are giving the answers. Okay, second person changes according to object, right? And for the third person, there is no change. Correct. So this table is very simple. And from this table, you can easily understand how to change and when to change and what to change. So subject means first person will change according to the subject. Second person will change according to the object. And if the person is in third form, then it means no change. Let's see the examples. First person pronoun. She said, I. This is first person pronoun. I. She said, I work in a mall. I is in first person. So she said that she worked in a mall. What we have done, we have changed this first person according to the subject. First person according to the subject. Okay, so wherever first person is used in a sentence, you have to change. In case my is there, you have to change according to this part. Okay. Then is second person pronoun. It is changed according to the object. Okay. So this is the object. Me is the object. Second person, you, your, these are second person. So she said to me, you are a brilliant student. She told me that I. Why I? Because of me. Okay. This is in first person. So what I have done, I have changed this according to the object. And when the third person pronoun is there, then definitely there is no change. He said she is happy. He said that she was happy. Whatever the pronoun is, you have to keep it as it is without any change. And in case names are mentioned here, then you are not supposed to change the name. Okay? Do not change the names. Got it? If some name is written here, you need to keep that name as it is. In that case, you will not change pronoun. You will not change that name into a pronoun. Okay. Prabal, I'll show you later. These are few rules with universal truths, proverb, historical events in the past, present use. There is no change means, okay. The teacher said honesty is the best policy. The teacher said that honesty is the best policy. Okay. This is proverb. So we are not supposed to change it. We will not change. Change means we will not change the verb. We will not change the tense. Okay. Now the rules are why I am just giving you overview because you have already we have already discussed these in the previous class. So these are the rules when you need to change the tenses. First rule is simple present tense changes to simple past. Okay. First form to second form. Simple present tense changes to simple past means first form of the verb changes to second form of the verb. He said the boy goes home. Goes. Simple present tense. He said that the boy went home. Okay, he said that the boy went home. This is the change from goes to went. Okay, when there, when in the sentence is written, you will change it into was, and if are is written, were. Second rule, okay, the major rule is that every tense, whether it is present, past, or future, it is changed into past tense. Okay, this rule is similar for all, that if your sentence is in present tense, is in past tense, or it is in future tense, you are going to change it into past tense only. And if you see, the rules are very simple. Simple will change into simple, continuous into continuous, right? So I think very simple rules are there. Simple past, past perfect. Actually, past, simple past or past perfect, past continuous, these are very simple because they just interchange, a kind of interchange is there. Simple past into past perfect means second form to third form, second form to had plus third form. She said, I won the match. Simple past, she said that she had won the match. Then will shall, would plus first form of. See, for will shall, we follow the rules for that are for models. Okay, for will shall, we follow the rules that are for models. So she said, I will meet Ram. In case of will, or if shall is written, still use would. In both the cases, use would. Okay, so she said that she would meet Ram. Instead of using should, use would. Got it? For will shall, both use would. She said, I will meet Ram. She said that she would meet Ram. She said, I shall meet Ram. She said that she would meet Ram. Okay. Now, present continuous tense. Now, every continuous tense will change into continuous only. Okay. So, is MR plus first form of the verb plus ing will change into was verb plus first form of the verb plus ing. What is the change? Instead of in is MR, we have written was verb. That's all. Ria said, I am planning to eat pizza tomorrow. Ria said that she was planning to eat pizza the following day. Past continuous tense, as I have told you that past tense will also change into past tense. So let's find out the continuous tense in past, that is past perfect continuous. So past continuous will change into past perfect continuous. Simple past into past perfect and past continuous into past perfect continuous. Was, were plus first form of the verb plus ing. This will change into had plus been plus first form of the verb plus ing. Okay. Ram said the boys were playing. Ram said that the boys had been playing. So if the sentence is in continuous form, you need to check that and do not change that form. Just change the tense. But if it is in continuous, if it is in simple, then you need to stick to that form only. Models can, could, will, would, shall, should or would, go with would, may, might, and must changes to had to. Okay, must to had to. Got it? Rams, okay, exception is there. If these models are used, then you need to change them into this side. But if already these are used, then no need to change. Means if could, would, should, might, had to, these are used, then you are not supposed to change. Okay. So Ram said, I could write neatly. Ram said that he could write neatly. You will not change it into can. Got it? If it is could, then you have to use could. This rule, when do does is used in a sentence, for you can say negative sentences, when we frame questions, right, then that time we use do or does. So that time when you see do or does, change accordingly. Means do does represent simple present, so you have to change it into simple past. Ram said, I don't write neatly. Ram said that he did not write neatly. He did not write neatly. Got it? And if did is there means simple past, then you are going to change it into perfect tense. So Ram said, I did not write neatly. Ram said that he had not written neatly. Okay, so when negative sentences are there, so we use in simple tenses. Okay, we use do, does, or did. So we have to change according to the rule only. Simple present, simple past to past perfect. Got it? Is it okay? If you have any doubt, you can ask. See, if there is has, have, you will change it into had. That's all. If there is has, have means present perfect is there, then you will change it into past perfect. Present perfect will change into past perfect. And for past perfect and past perfect continuous, there is no change. Okay? Got it? So if you have any doubt, you can ask. Now our topic is we have to discuss how to change interrogative sentences to, if they are indirect, how to change it into indirect. Just listen carefully. First rule is interrogative means questions, right? So first rule is the reporting verb say. Okay, say, said, whatever it is written. Okay, Anvay. So whatever is, you change it into ask, inquiry, wonder, right? So the reporting verb, first change is to change the reporting verb to ask, inquiry, wonder, these verbs. Okay. Yes, Medha, I will send this PPT. Don't worry. Second rule is the sentence is changed from interrogative to assertive sentence. Means, yes, first the sentence is in interrogative form, means it is in a question form. But when we change it into indirect speech, then from interrogative, we have to change it into declarative sentence. Okay, assertive sentence means declarative sentence. So for doing that means to do that, what we need to do? We need to change the places of subject and verb. If you know that in interrogative sentences, verbs come first and then the subject. सबसे पहले verb आता है and then comes the subject. So to change it into assertive sentence or declarative sentence, what we need to do, we have to interchange the places of subject and verb. So this means verb will shift and the subject will come before the verb. This is the change that you need to bring. We will discuss this also. Then yes, definitely when we have changed the form of the sentence, means from interrogative to assertive, then we have to replace the question mark, okay, with a full stop. So it means in indirect speech, we do not put question mark, we put a full stop. Got it? Then this rule is important. That is not used as a conjunction. Okay, now we are not going to use that in place of quotation marks or commas. We have new conjunctions now. Okay, so just forget about that when you are changing interrogative sentences. Okay, so do not change, do not use that to connect the sentences. Otherwise, you can use that. When this is written, then you have to change it into that, but not as a connector. Okay, you are not going to use this word that as a connector. Got it? So types of questions and rules. There are two types of questions. Okay, two types of interrogative sentences basically. First is that can be answered in yes or no. Second is WH words. We'll discuss these two. First is yes no type. Yes no type begins with helping verbs, forms of be, forms of have, forms of do, and definitely models. Okay, so these are called yes or no type. First thing is they begin with helping verbs. Second thing is they can be answered in yes or no. Okay, if I'm asking you, are you listening? You will say yes or no. Are you happy? Again, your answer is going to be yes or no. Okay, so yes, these types of questions, yes no type is called yes no type because we can answer these in yes or no. Okay, without giving any detail also. So first thing you need to remember is that these begin with helping verbs, forms of be, have, do, and models. Okay. Now the rule is when yes, no type is there, that time you have to use if or whether. You can choose any. If you are not comfortable with the spelling, then go for if. Okay. Use if or whether after reporting verb means in place of that. जहां पे हम that use कर रहे थे as a conjunction. Now you are not supposed to use that. Instead of that, you are going to use if or whether. When the question type is yes or no. When the question type is yes or no, that time you have to use if or whether. I'm not saying if and whether. If or whether after the reporting verb as a conjunction. See the example. The teacher said to the student, have you completed your homework? Now, interrogative sentence. Yes, no type. Okay. Now, let's start the changes. First change will take place here. We have to change said to. The teacher asked. Now, no need to write to here. The teacher asked the student. In place of quotation marks, commas, if. Okay. The teacher asked the student if he had completed his homework. Why I have used he? Because there is only one. Okay, if there is student, then you have to use they. Got it? Because second person pronoun, we have to change second person pronoun according to our object. Okay, so the teacher asked the student if he. Now have plus third form of the verb. It means present perfect tense. Present perfect where okay, or wherever you see have, you have to change it into had. So what I have done, if he had completed his homework. Okay, if he had completed his homework. That's it. This is the change. Got it? Have you understood or not? Just show me the thumbs up if you have understood this rule. Yes or no? Okay. So type first is yes or no. In yes or no, the questions begin with helping verbs. Helping verbs I have already discussed here. Forms of be means is, them, are, was, were, has, have, had, do, does, did, and then models can, could, shall, should. Okay. So when the questions begin with helping verb means we can answer them in yes or no. So we have to use if or whether after the reporting verb. After the reporting verb, we have to use if or whether. The teacher said to the student, have you completed your work? So the teacher asked the student if he had in place of your, again in second person, means again I have to change according to this part. So if he had completed his homework. Okay, you cannot write if he had completed your homework. No, you have to change this pronoun also. Got it? Karan, don't worry, I will send this in the group. So don't worry about it. Now next is second type. That is WH type. Okay, second type of question, that is WH type. This type begins with WH word. Okay, WH word. What, who, which, whom, when, where, why, whose, right? How. How is also included. So this is the second type. WH type. What, who, which, whom, when, where, why, how, whose, in case I have missed any. So in this type of questions, in these type of questions, we cannot answer in yes or no. If I ask, what are you doing? You cannot say yes or no. You have to give me the detail. What is your name? I want detail. You cannot say yes or no here. Okay. So these type of questions demand explanation, detail. Okay. So when these types of questions are there, we are not supposed to use if or whether. This time, no if or whether and that. Means you are not going to use if or whether, you will not use that as a conjunction. Not use, okay? Do not use. The question word itself is used. Question word, these are called question words. Okay, WH words. These are called question words. So this, we are going to use this word only. Let me show you. The master said to the servant, "What are you doing here in the backyard of the house?" The first thing is, let's check the type. The type is WH type. Let's check the tense. What is the tense? Tenses are you, means are you doing? It means continuous tense, present continuous. So if it is in present continuous, we are going to change it into past continuous. Then check the person, you, second person pronoun. We are going to change it according to the object. Okay. So let's see. The master asked the servant, what? Okay. I have used the question word here as a conjunction. Remove quotation marks, commas, and then use this word. As simple as that. After that, change the places, interchange the place of subject and verb. Interchange the place of subject and verb. What I have done? He. पहले subject लेकर आई हूँ. What he was doing in place of here, there, in the backyard of the house. So the master asked the servant what he was doing there in the backyard of the house. So same way here also we have changed the place he and then had. Means first comes the subject and then comes the verb. Full stop also. No question mark at the end, we have to use full stop. Got it? Any doubt? Any doubt? If no, then let's start with the exercise. Be quick and give me the answer. The lady said to the girl, "Do you live in this house?" Be quick. Type your answer quickly. The lady said to the girl, "Do you live in this house?" The lady asked the girl, okay. Okay, that's good, Bani. Heck. Okay, Angel. Okay, Anmol. Yes, so Jevan's one mistake is there. Just see, the lady asked the girl if or whether. Use anything, if or whether. So the lady asked the girl if. Now I have to change the places. You according to the girl. So the lady asked the girl if she lived. Why lived? Because do is in simple present tense. So we are going to change it into past. The lady asked the girl if she lived in that house. Next, Jaya said to Ramesh, "Where do you live?" Be quick. I'll show you all the sentences. Keep giving the answers. Yes. Jaya said to Ramesh, "Where do you live?" Jaya said to Ramesh, "Where do you?" Okay. Jaya asked Ramesh. Correct, Avni. Correct, correct. Paramji, don't put question mark. Jaya asked Ramesh. Punya, don't use did now. Okay. Jaya asked Ramesh where he lived. That's all. We use do, does, did when the sentence is in its negative form. Okay. When the sentence is in negative form. Jaya asked Ramesh where he lived. Next is the boss said, "Are the men ready?" The boss asked if the men, very good. If the, no, Bhavika, you have missed one verb here. If the men were ready. Yes, correct, correct, Jevan. Jevan, don't use that. Now we are not supposed to use that. The boss said, if the men are ready, if the men are ready, sorry, if the men were ready, if the men were ready. Last is, will you be here the next few minutes, she said. See, if no object is mentioned, you can use any pronoun. Okay, she asked me if I would be there the next few minutes. Correct. She asked me if I, Raghav changed will into would. If I would be there the next few minutes. See, few minute changes are required. You have to be very attentive about that. Okay.